and AM 1450.
You are listening to Yankton Baseball on KYNT, Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
Mason Schramm and the Move Group, Hedro, Avera, Truxedo, Culligan Water, USD Athletics, 1919 Root Beer, Rhonda Westland State Farm, Vision Real Estate, Missouri River Associates, Buell's Cleaners, South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Triple Time Rudy's, H&R Block, Top Notch Cleaners, the UPS Store, Yankton Medical Clinic, Hy-Vee, Olson's Pest Technicians, Gersner Oil, Vision Care Associates, MT and RC Smith Insurance, First Dakota National Bank, First Chiropractic Centers, Sherco.
Now, let's go to the diamond with KYNT Sports Director and the voice of Yankton Baseball, Bryce Ladwig.
Well, good afternoon from Riverside Field here at the beautiful Missouri River in Yankton. This is Yankton Playoff Baseball. The South Dakota High School Baseball Association Regionals are underway at 4 different locations this afternoon, Yankton being one of them. Yankton is hosting as the number 2 seed, first time they've hosted in a while, and looking to punch their ticket to the state finals in Sioux Falls next weekend, but they do have some teams they're going to have to get by today. Single elimination, just look at it like any normal bracket. It is number 2 Yankton taking on 15th seeded Rapid City Central here in a few moments, and then number 7 Sturgis taking on number 10 Sioux Falls Jefferson. The winner of these 2 first games will meet up in the championship, or the regional championship, early this evening. The winner of that game goes to Sioux Falls next weekend for the state semifinals, and then maybe from there, the state finals. All looking for that state championship here in the high school spring season. We'll jump around that bracket a little bit later here in the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee was a helpful smile in every aisle. Rapid City Central 3-12 on the season entering the game, but those West River teams can be tricky. You never quite know what you're getting, as the teams don't face off nearly as much as West faces West and East faces East throughout the season. Yankton coming in, as I already said, the number 2 seed, 12-5 record, and it was such a hot start to the season. They have hit some bumps in the latter half, looking to make sure those are all corrected, as playoff baseball is no longer around the corner, as we always like to say. It's here, and it's here today during a beautiful day here at Riverside Field. We'll get you all set up. We'll take our first break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Again, Hy-Vee was a helpful smile in every aisle. This is Bucks Playoff Baseball, KYNT, KYNTV.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh combines the speedy service of a convenience store with the surprising selection of the fresh foods and ready-to-eat meals you expect from Hy-Vee. While you fill up your gas tank, you can grab grocery staples including fresh produce and fresh bakery items too, or grab fresh meals or snacks. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 Root Beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Gift cards are great things to give as gifts. But when someone tells you you need to use a gift card to pay for something you owe, like utilities, taxes, and other fees, red flags should go off, and it should cause you to stop and think. Most legitimate companies will never tell you to pay with a gift card. Before you go to purchase these gift cards, please call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 and let them check things out for you, so you're not out of your hard-earned money.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmock cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. With a local-friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
And welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. This is Bryce Ladwig. Let's jump into your standings review. And that's brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. That's Rhonda Westland State Farm. All right, so we're looking around the regional playoffs today. Here in Yankton, of course, Yankton taking on 15 Rapid City Central. Number 7 Sturgis taking on number 10 Sioux Falls Jefferson. And then in Harrisburg, number 3 Harrisburg hosting number 14 Huron. And then number 6 Mitchell taking on number 11 Rapid City Stevens. And then in Pierre, number 1 seed, is hosting Douglas, the 16th seed. Number 8 Sioux Falls Lincoln playing number 9 Brookings. That should be a good game. And then in Sioux Falls, number 4 Sioux Falls Washington hosting number 13 Sioux Falls Roosevelt. Number 5 Brandon Valley taking on number 12 Sioux Falls O'Gorman. And we'll have those updates for you in our out-of-town scoreboard. Hopefully throughout the game, out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Doors, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized Clopay dealer. Your colors of the game brought to you by Buell's Cleaners, offering dry cleaning, laundry, and business services like linens, rags, rugs, and uniforms. Buell's Cleaners, 444 3rd Street, Yankton. Rapid City Central in their reds, black pants, black caps, and Yankton in their black tops, white pants, red caps. And then fans of the game, they are brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. No matter what you drive, make sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's. 5 cents off each gallon of fuel on Saturdays. Just say you are a fan of KYNT or KYNTV. And I'm expecting the crowds just to keep pouring on here today. Beautiful day at the ballpark. Why not come down to Riverside Field? Special shout out to those at the KYNTV Watch Party location, Finney's Sports Bar and Casino, with more TVs and a new improved menu. Bring your friends and family to Finney's for every game. And, of course, we have our pregame coach interview back. And we'll have that when we come back in 30 seconds. This is the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, let's help us smile in every aisle. This is Bucks Playoff Baseball, KYNT, KYNTV.
Truxedo, a real truck company, has new job opportunities for you. We are searching for motivated candidates to fill a variety of roles, including production assemblers on our Wednesday and weekend shifts, as well as an industrial engineer and mechanical engineer. Truxedo offers a positive and team-oriented environment with many perks and benefits. Come seek the new opportunities Truxedo has for you. Visit truxedo.com/careers to apply.
Hey, welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Pregame coach interview brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. You can find it on tap at Charlie's Pizza or in cans at Yankton Hy-Vee. You may have heard it this morning on the Coach's Corner. I'm using it twice when I caught up with Coach Drew Lawrence yesterday afternoon for the show, but also for the pregame interview. Talk about the regionals that are ahead of us right here and what he may be expecting. Let's just jump right into that conversation with Coach Drew Lawrence of Yankton Bucks Baseball. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yep, appreciate you having me.
All right, regionals around the corner, or today as this is playing on Saturday. 4 teams here in Yankton at Riverside Field. Winner goes to the state finals up in Sioux Falls a week from now. And 4 very good teams. Obviously, Yankton, the number 2 seed. Then Sioux Falls, Jefferson, which we'll talk more about as we move on. Then Rapid City Central and Sturgis. A really good set of teams for regions.
Yeah, regions end up being all really good teams for high school baseball, and this is no different. If you look across the state, all regions are tough. And nobody can figure out who's going to end up coming out of each region. That's how good these games usually are on region Saturdays. I don't think that a 1 seed has ever won the state tournament coming out of it for high school baseball. Last year, Lincoln won it as a 7 seed, I believe they were. So yeah, Saturday gets a little bit intense, a little bit fun, but not knowing is the fun part about it, I guess.
Well, let's talk about each of these teams briefly. I'm not asking you to go in depth on the rosters or anything because I know that you probably don't have that stuff in front of you anyway. But let's start with Rapid City Central, the team you're guaranteed to play to open things up. Haven't seen them this year, but those teams out west, sometimes they can surprise some people.
Yeah, Rapid City Central has struggled this year a little bit to put up some runs. But they've had a couple games, if you look at their schedule, where they've played some really close games against some really good teams. And they've had leads late in games. And the other team has kind of escaped, I guess you would say. So we're not taking them lightly by any means, and we're going to go right at them because you never know. I mean, baseball's a funny game. Baseball doesn't care who's supposed to win the game on paper. So we'll go at them, and hopefully we have success.
And then Sturgis is a team, the number 7 seed, that has surprised some people, at least on the media part of it, with how well they've done this year. Not surprising that they have talent, they always do, but just they've really put together a solid campaign so far this year.
They have. That's going to be a very good game between Sturgis and Jefferson. I know Sturgis has a pitcher, Peters, that is going to Northern to pitch next year. So it's going to be one of those games where you don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be fun to watch. I'm glad that we're not playing in that one, and we get to hopefully watch that and play the next game. But I'll enjoy it.
And obviously, you're never looking ahead too far, but Sioux Falls, Jefferson, obviously in this regional as well. 0-3 on the season, but all 3 of those games, Coach Yankton has been in versus Sioux Falls, Jefferson. So if you're able to square up with them again, kind of what are you expecting?
Well, honestly, that's who we want to play. If we want to claim that we are a top 4 team and deserve to be at state, then that's the team that we need to beat. We played them 3 times this year, and every game I felt like we should have left with the win, and we haven't. Now they're good; they're really good, but we've had leads in all those games and just haven't been able to finish it off. So I think our players want to play them, but in my opinion, that's the team that we have to go after, and we kind of just need to see where we're at. Like, either we're deserving to be in the state tournament or we're not. So. If it is Jefferson, we're looking forward to it. If it's Sturgis, we're looking forward to it. We're just happy to get the opportunity. We're very grateful to be able to host in Yankton and get the opportunity to play in front of our fans.
All right, Coach, who are you looking to throw out on the mound for these regionals?
Game 1, we're going to go with Isaiah Skelhaus. He's a senior who has come back from an injury from basketball, and I've said it before in shows that he's one of our guys that I know goes out there and competes. So he's going to throw against Central, and we expect him to do what he's always done and go out there and compete, like I said. And then Game 2, we're going to have Drew Reichen throw. I mean, Drew's been our guy. He's been our horse. He's over 40 innings so far this year, and he's a guy that we trust. Like, we know what we're going to get out of him, and our players play better behind him. So hopefully we can, Skelly can go out and get that first game, and then it sets us up pretty well for the second game, whether that's Sturgis or Jefferson.
Well, I'm looking forward to an excellent regional section or tournament, if you will, Coach. We'll talk to you in the post game, hopefully of 2 games, but for sure after Game 1 up at the press box at Riverside Field. Best of luck to you and the Yankton Bucks. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Thanks to Coach Drew Lawrence for catching up with me yesterday for this pregame coach interview. We're going to go ahead and take a break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show. Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, KYNTV.
There are a lot of benefits for your small business when you have a relationship with your locally owned and operated The UPS Store. I'm Doug Frederick, manager of the UPS Store of Yankton. Not only do we provide excellent customer service, but we also provide the necessary tools to help your small business thrive. We can help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, every ing for your small business, and of course, shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart.
Ease and confidence should be at the top of our minds when it comes to banking. But if your finances are clouding your future, call First Dakota National Bank. Supporting our local community since 1872, we're here to help with personal, business, and ag banking solutions. We're ready to dream big alongside you. Whatever your financial needs or goals, First Dakota is ready to help. Member FDIC.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind. weekend.
Picnics, family reunions, cookouts, all activities that are a part of this time of the year. And nothing goes better with your get-together than Sheboygan brats, sausages, wieners, and all-beef hot dogs. Get Sheboygan at your local Hy-Vee today. Produced with pride at Simple Meats in Yankton.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
Moms, we know the responsibilities you face keeping yourself and your family healthy. At Yankton Medical Clinic, they help complete the medical puzzle for you and your loved ones. Working together with continuity and complete care, you can rest assured their knowledge of your family's health history will provide you constant peace of mind. After all, there is simply no replacement for the doctors and medical teams who really know you. Yankton Medical Clinic, so much care, so close to home.
And welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. This is Bryce Ladwig. Later on in the broadcast, we'll welcome in Tyler Kojal, and he is of Digital Z. You may have seen them on Twitter and social media platforms doing great work covering all of the regionals today. Again, 4 sites across South Dakota, and 4 teams will go to the state semis and finals in Sioux Falls next week. We'll welcome him in a little bit later. But right now, let's jump into our vision of the game, brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you. For Yankton, be aggressive at the plate and strike early and often. Basically, just don't let the foot off the gas and leave no doubt and make it to the next round. And I guess what I'm really trying to get at is don't look ahead. And I don't think Coach Drew Lawrence and the team have really done a lot of that this year. But it would be easy for a lot of teams to match up with the 15th seed and kind of look ahead to who you might face in the 7-10 matchup in the next round. But as long as they avoid that, I believe that is the vision of the game. Our vision leader of the season, brought to you by Vision Care Associates. Looking for the highest quality eye care with a personal touch? Call Vision Care Associates today to schedule eye evaluations for everyone, or visit visioncareassociates.net. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Our batting leader entering the game today, or our vision leader, Lucas Kampshoff, .413 batting average, a .542 on base, .804 slugging, and team leading 19 RBIs. Let's see what his bat can do here today at Riverside Field. Field conditions today are brought to you by CMB Equipment. And navigate around your yard with the John Deere lawnmowers from CMB Equipment in Yankton. Today's first pitch temperature is, as I scramble to find my weather app, 62 degrees here in Yankton. Very sunny, and it really just feels like it's in the 70s. Great field conditions today, and well, the lawn, I guess, has been mowed in the outfield, but the infield is turf, so it really doesn't apply to us here today. Umpires of the game brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. We'll have your starting lineups as we progress through the top and bottom of the first inning, but that is brought to you by First Chiropractic Center, making life better, one adjustment at a time. I want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners. Without them, this broadcast would not be possible. That's America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. And Boston Shoes to Boots. Footwear expert since 1915, Boston Shoes to Boots carries high-quality work boots, casual, athletic, and dress shoes for men and women. Located at 3rd and Broadway, or BostonShoesToBoots.com. And Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. And I just about forgot a huge factor of our pregame show, the starting pitcher preview brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton. Isaiah Skelhaus would have the ball on the mound here in Game 1 as we check through his season stats. Just 11 innings pitched so far. Has given up 3 total earned runs. He has a 1.91 ERA and, more importantly, a 1.91 whip. And he will have the ball on the bump today in Game 1 of the opening round of the South Dakota High School Baseball Association playoffs. We are at regionals here at Riverside Field. We'll take a break here for the national anthem and some PA announcements, and we'll have your first pitch. It is the 15th seeded Rapid City Central Cobblers taking on number 2 seed Yankton Bucks here in Yankton. This is Bucks Playoff Baseball, KYNT, KYNTV.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
FNBO is the great big small bank. And for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Make sure your grass is always greener with a new John Deere mower from your local C&B. Big or small, let the experts at C&B help you find the mower or utility tractor that'll help you get the job done right. Stop in and check out the John Deere Z-Track mowers or take a load off with a new utility tractor with attachments available to help you with projects of all sizes. Go green this spring at C&B. Learn more about available offers at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER Equipment.com.
Whether it's to watch the game, eat out with family, or grab lunch with friends, Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat. Checkers' menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches and wraps, and of course, wings. With 18 specialty wing flavors, there's a sauce for everyone. Like to mix it up? Try their sauce of the month. Head to Checkers Tuesday to Thursday, 4 to 11, and Friday to Sunday, 11 to 11. On Walnut, just north of 4th Street in Yankton.
All right, Bryce Ladwig here alongside Tyler Kozel. Welcome him in. Tyler, as you're trying to get some stuff done for Digital Z over there as well, I want you to go ahead and introduce yourself, because if you leave it to me, I'll end up saying where you're born and everything. I go on forever.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Tyler Kozel. I run Digital Z Sports. We're based here out of Yankton. We've been doing it for about 3 years, and we got started. We wanted some new type of coverage in South Dakota for sports. We thought a younger look, maybe something that's more presentable for social media and more driven by social media. So currently we are the fastest growing sports media page in South Dakota. We're averaging just under 1 million impressions per month for the year of 2023. So we're just excited to be here and keep on growing and helping these kids out. You know, there's a lot of opportunities in South Dakota and not a lot of athletes get noticed. So we're really happy that we can help some of these athletes get noticed.
Well, appreciate you being here and love the product. And we've collaborated a little bit in some minor ways over the years. And welcome into the broadcast today. Getting us started here, top of the first, Kyle Schluter, pitcher for Rapid City Central, takes the right-handed batter's box and takes a ball high from Skelhaus, 1-0 to begin here in the regionals in Yankton. Jason McCorkle, of course, behind the plate for the Bucks, as he always seems to be. And takes another ball high, 2-0. And the 2-0 is lifted in foul territory. Giving chase is Josh Sheldon over at first. Can't quite get there in time. And so we're sitting at a 2-1 count. First batter of the first round of the regionals. On the diamond right now for Yankton. We'll whip around here after this pitch, the 2-1. And that's hit out over to short. Lucas Kampshoff gloves it a foot off the ground. That's a one away here in top of inning number 1. It's a good way to get things started. Next up, Jace Thompson, shortstop for the Cobblers. And McCorkle again, shades to the outside. It's a off-speed pitch on the outside corner, swings through 0-1. Rugby Riken out in the left. Mac Riken in center. Matthew Sheldon in right. As the 0-1 is lifted foul above the net. 0-2. Mark Cottle over at third base. At short, Lucas Kamshoff, Drew Riken at second, Josh Sheldon at first, Jason McCorkle behind the plate. As we've mentioned a couple times, Isaiah Skelhaas on the mound for the Yankton Bucks. Yankton, of course, coached by Coach Drew Lawrence. The first strikeout of the game is had. A fastball in the high upper zone. Swung through again. That's 2 down. That brings up number 21, first baseman Riley Palmer in the third spot here today. First pitch misses high and a bit inside. 1-0. And swings through the outside and brings the count to 1-1. And pitch again misses high. 2-1. Skelhaas likes to have that fastball in the high upper zone, but sometimes it gets away from him a little bit. Cork has to chase it down. The 1-1. And lifting this one into the infield is Palmer, shading out into foul territory, but gloving it. Over there is Josh Sheldon for the third out. So pop out to first will end the top of inning number 1. 1, 2, 3, go the Cobblers. Yankton Bucks baseball bats. Coming up, no score. We're here at the regionals at Riverside Field.
For work or play, JJ Benji's has got you covered.
JJ Benji's can help your company or business with the right look for employees.
Logoed clothing for casual Fridays, new employees, or daily wear.
The latest styles and materials. Give your team the look you want.
Speaking of team, if you watch the Bucks, Gazelles, or Lancers play,
JJ Benji's is filled with a variety of gear in stock.
For fans from infants to grandparents.
JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton.
For work or play, let JJ Benji's make you look good.
And we'll go back to Riverside Field. Still no score. The Yankton Bucks baseball bats are up. Mac Riken will get things let off, followed by Rugby Riken and then Lucas Kamshoff. In the field for Rapid City Central. Let's wait for live stats to update here. I'm a victim to modern technology when it comes to sports broadcasting. I like to have things in front of me ready to go. But we will whip around here. In left field, it is Carter Utek. In center, Tyler Henstein, and then in right field, Jacob Mellum. And at third, Brody Matthews. At short, Jace Thompson. At second, Dawson Buckley. And at first, Riley Palmer. Behind the plate, Rin Howard. And on the mound for Rapid City Central is Kyle Schluter. And Mac Riken steps to the plate for the Yankton Bucks. He wants to get things started here early. Mac Riken on the season's had a really good offensive season, a .375 average entering today's matchup. Schluter looks in. First pitch is chop foul. Well left of the third base bag. 0-1 count. 423 on base for Mac Riken. And when he does get on, 21 total bases. Mac Riken lifts this one out toward right center, kind of in the shallow territory, and giving chase is Mellum, and he gloves it. And that's one away. So an F9 in your scorebook, and that'll bring up Rumble and Rugby Riken in the 2 slot here today for the Bucks. Schluter looks in and delivers. Ball in the dirt. Rugby takes 1-0. We're on the 4th inning or so. I'll ask Tyler to update us on the out-of-town scores. That's what he is working on mainly today for Digital Z. Because remember, we have 3 other sites hosting regionals today as well, as Rugby takes a strike on the outside corner, brings the count to 1-1. And Rugby gets a little under this one, but sends it out toward right center, and working his way under it is Henstein for the second out. So Henstein gloves it. And that brings up the big bat, Lucas Kamshoff, leading the team in RBIs, on base, slugging, and average. One of his home runs from a couple weeks ago just landed yesterday, I heard. Schluter, pitch in the dirt, opposite batter's box, goes to the backstop, 1-0. And Kamshoff awaits the 1-0, takes a strike on the outside, brings the count even at 1-1. And the 1-1 misses on the outside, brings the count to 2-1 for Schluter on the mound for the Cobblers. As Kamshoff now steps back into the box, and the 2-1, and it's a light hopper over towards second, about a 4-hopper, but it does get through the glove of Buckley, so that will be almost certainly an E4, and Kamshoff reaches on an air, but the Bucks do have a base runner on, and that brings up Matthew Sheldon. Matthew Sheldon on the season, a .327 average, .393 on base. Takes first pitch from Schluter in the dirt, 1-0. Schluter checks. Kamshoff takes off. Ball is in the dirt, and the throw down to the bag is not in time. Actually goes out towards center field, and heading toward third is Kamshoff on the pass ball. And he's going to head all the way home as the cutoff man just held the baseball. And so Yankton takes a 1-0 lead. Yankton just kind of takes advantage of some, I guess, just really not paying attention in the field on multiple Cobblers. I'm not singling anyone out, just kind of a slow effort, I guess is the best way to put it, out in the field from 3 different occasions, and Kamshoff just ends up all the way home. Yankton takes a 1-0 lead. And Sheldon rips this one into foul territory. That'll bring the count to 2-1. And Sheldon pops this one up into foul territory behind the Yankton dugout, brings the count to 2-2. The 2-2 to Sheldon. And it's a chopper over toward third and through the glove of Matthews. And so that will be a single for Sheldon. Yankton's first official hit of the game, and that brings up Drew Reichen. Drew Reichen on the season, a .321 average, .424 on base. Looking to knock his teammate over as well. 2 away here, bottom of inning number 1. Yankton with a 1-0 lead, 1 runner on. Schluter delivers, runner goes. No throw this time, as Sheldon will take second. So runner in scoring position now for Yankton. And Drew Reichen hit in the left elbow with that pitch, and he will take his bag. First time that Drew Reichen has been hit by a pitch this season. He almost made it the entire year, Tyler. Almost. That brings up Jace McCorkle, catcher for the Yankton Bucks. Runner on first and second. And it's a three-hopper over into the shortstop area through his glove over there. Thompson can't get it. And the throw into home as Matthew Sheldon scores. He's not in time. Yankton leads 2-0.
Sheldon. Courtesy runner at first. Number 21, Easton Nelson. Now to bat. The third baseman, number 24, Mark Cottle.
That brings up Mark Cottle, third baseman for Yankton. Yankton leading 2-0. 2 runners on, first and second. And he rips this one foul, left of the bag. And they're giving McCorkle a single on his hit over into the shortstop area. And ball on the outside, gets by the catcher. Both runners advance 90 feet, so Yankton has 2 runners on. Cottle steps back in. Kyle, 222 average this season. Sends this one a foul well behind us here in the press box. Which reminds me, you do not want the crack of the bat to end in the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. Let Midwest Insurance find the right coverage for your vehicles. It happens. And Kyle lifts this one foul. Or excuse me, high and into foul territory. It's drifting, and unable to get to it in time is UTEC. So every runner will go back to their bag, and that just ends as a very tall, high strike for Cottle. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-0 lead for Yankton. 2 runners in scoring position. Mark Cottle at the plate. Schluter looks in and delivers. Ball in the dirt, 2-2. And the 2-2, and that is a 2-upper into the shortstop area. Up with it is Thompson, and the throw over is in time. So 2 runners left on. There's a ground out 2 short. But 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 left on base for Yankton. A 2-0 lead entering the top of the second here in the regionals at Riverside Field. And Central coming up to bat. We'll be back in 1 minute.
When I'm looking for inspiration, I find it playing ukulele. Music inspires me to be bold and self-expressive. It teaches me how to turn life experiences into art and find new ways to connect with those around me. How do you show your imaginative side? Schedule your campus visit to Mount Marty University at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966. And with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
First pitch of the top of inning number 2. Brody Matthews sends a short flare out to shallow right, and Drew Reichen goes out into shallow right field to snare it. That's 1 away. That brings up Rin Howard, catcher for Central. First pitch of his at bat, he swings through an off-speed pitch, up high, 0-1. Next pitch, 0-2. And Skellhouse working fast here on the mound. And short flare over to second again. This time on the ground. Drew Reichen up with it. The throw over to Sheldon is in time. Great throw from Reichen. Kind of had to take it on a short hop. So 4-3 put out. That brings up Tyler Henstein, center fielder for the Cobblers. First pitch, check swing, went around 0-1. Number 7, Sturgis. Number 10, Sioux Falls Jefferson following this matchup. And Henstein lifts this one out towards center. Under it is Mac Reichen. He gloves it. 1-2-3. Go the Cobblers at inning number 2. Yankton Bucks bats coming up trying to do some more damage in the bottom of inning number 2. Bucks playoff baseball. KYNT, KYNTV.
After years of making sure they have breakfast, hot cocoa, and pencils, our kids are graduating. We'll always remember them running in the door, grabbing a sandwich, and heading out with their friends. Won't be the same without them. That's why all of us at the Cenex Convenience Store salute this year's graduates. Congratulations! And wherever your journey takes you, stop by Cenex and see us sometime.
This is Colin from Shop Easy. We have snacks, hot and cold foods, and fuels, plenty of parking, clean and roomy restrooms. Shop Easy, owned and operated by the Santee Sioux Nation, is open 24 hours for your convenience.
And welcome back to Riverside Field, bottom of inning number 2. And I want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners, including J&H Cleaning, carpet, upholstery, area rugs, air ducts, dryer vents, power washing, and janitorial services for businesses. Dirty doesn't stand a chance. If it's dirty, J&H can clean it. Check out jhcleaningsd.com. And Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. At the plate, Luke Bernardo, DH in today's matchup for the Bucks. Schluter looks in. And Bernardo takes the ball on the outside, 1-1. To a strike, 1-0. Schluter looks in. And the 1-0 misses low and inside, 2-0 count. Luke Bernardo. He's had some really nice moments this season. Still trying to climb up into that batting average a little bit. Right now at .095. Big opportunity here. Swings through an off-speed pitch on the outside, 2-1. Bernardo, a senior for the Yankton Bucks. I've enjoyed watching him in other sports, including on the football field at Crane Youngworth Field. His count is now at 2-2. And swinging through the ball on the inside is Bernardo. Count remains. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Bottom of inning number 2. Yankton with a 2-0 lead over the Cobblers. And it's a chopper back to the pitcher. Schluter up with it. The throw over to first is in time. That's one away.
Bernardo Gorman's out to the pitcher for out number 1, bringing up the first baseman, number 6, Josh Sheldon.
That brings up Josh Sheldon manning the first bag today. Josh Sheldon, 237 on base this year. Takes a strike on the inside, 0-1. that is a chopper back to the pitcher again. Schluter, another throw over to first is in time. So back-to-back 1-3 putouts for the Bucks.
Top of the order, center fielder number 3, Matt Reichen.
That brings up Mac Reichen. His first at-bat, he flew out to right field. Just got a little under it. First pitch of his second at-bat from Schluter from the stretch. A curveball on the inside, hits it in the zone, 0-1. And the 0-1. And swinging in front of that one is Mac Reichen, 0-2. Schluter looking in. Here's the 0-2. Mac Reichen onto this one, sends it out toward right again. And again is gloved out by Mellum out in right field. So same result for Mac Reichen in both at-bats. Yankton goes 1-2-3. Top of inning number 3 around the corner here at Riverside Field. This is South Dakota High School Baseball Association Regionals. We'll be back in 1 minute.
When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. For over 40 years, Sureco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sureco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sureco.com. Make it Sureco.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please go forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are, so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411 today to learn more.
And Skelhaus gets ahead early in the count, 0-2 to Dawson Buckley, second baseman for the Cobblers. Top of inning number 3, Yankton leading 2-0. First round of the Class A playoffs. And gets him looking on a curveball to hit the inside corner. A strikeout for Buckley, and that brings up Carter Utek, left fielder for Rapid City and a left-handed hitter. So righty versus lefty here. First pitch misses on the outside, 1-0. Pitch hits the outside corner. He's got 2-1-1. Utek steps back in. Ball misses away. 2-1 sits the count to Carter Utek, his first at-bat of the game. Again here in the top of inning number 3. Skelhaus delivers. And strike just missed, so outside ball, 3-1. And that's a hard cut from Utek. He was looking to hit it to Nebraska there, but just gets under it. And we are at a full count. The payoff pitch is sent foul into the netting right in front of the Rapid City dugout. Skelhaus delivers again the payoff pitch. And again set into the netting. Just behind it is Utek. Payoff pitch swinging through is Utek, and that's another strikeout for Isaiah Skelhaus on the mound today. His third.
Bringing up the right fielder, number 5, Jacob Mellum.
So Jacob Mellum comes up to the plate, right fielder for Rapid City. and another left-handed hitter. Scales delivers high and outside, 1-0. Swinging through again. Oh, so his count sits at 1-1. 2 away, top of inning number 3. Scales delivers. And delivers an off-speed pitch. And just in front of it is Melton swings through. And he's got to 1-2. Breaking ball hangs high above the plate. Brings count even at 2-2. As Braden, if he was here, would say, deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And another punch out, the second of the inning for Skelhas. That ends it. Skelhas strikes out the side. That brings up bottom of inning number 3 and the Bucks bats. Yankton leads 2-0 entering the bottom of inning number 3. Bucks playoff baseball, KYNT, KYNTV.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
And welcome back to Riverside Field, bottom of inning number 3. Yankton Bucks of baseball. Here, Bryce Ladwig being joined by Tyler Kojal of Digital Z, social media platform, covering sports here in our great state.
Yeah, good game so far here. You know, looking to see if the Bucks can get a little bit more offense going. I thought they'd be more aggressive early on, but so far maybe that hasn't necessarily been the case. So we'll see what they can do second time through the order.
And that is Rugby Reichen stepping to the plate for Yankton. Flew out to center field his first at-bat. Second pitch misses low and away, 1-0. You know, every spring/summer, Tyler, and I'll wait for this pitch here. Ball misses low and outside. I'm in this press box, and I'm like as pale as you can get, right? I'm like paper, okay? But at the end of the summer, my arms only will be very tan. Not like a farmer's tan, but I would call it a broadcaster tan. Because see where the sun sits?
Yeah.
My arms just sit out in the sun.
Just a little bit. So you just got it right above the elbows, like a 3/4 sleeve.
Yep. So it never fails. You start wearing long sleeves in the press box. And 2-1 as the pitch is called strike to Rugby. Rugby thought about pulling the trigger there, but takes it for a ball in the dirt, 3-1. And the 3-1 misses low and in the dirt, and that's a walk drawn by Rugby Reichen. Yankton has a runner on to begin things here at the bottom of inning number 3. Yankton leads 2-0. Lucas Camshaw trying to change that. He could do it in one swing. We've seen it before a couple times already this year. He reached on air his first at-bat. And Rugby takes off. And the throw down is going to miss the bag to the left. A nice stop by the second baseman, preventing it from going into center field like we saw in the first inning. But Yankton has a runner in scoring position in Rumlin Rugby Reichen over at second. Camshaw still at the plate with an 0-1 count. Pitch delivered, misses low and outside. 1-1 count to Camshaw. And Rugby taking off for third. The throw down to the third base bag, not in time. Back-to-back stolen bases for Rugby Reichen.
You know, that's the aggressiveness I think we're going to see a lot more from Yankton so far on all the throwdowns. I mean, that hasn't really been that competitive from the Cobblers, especially on that Camshaw one. So I think we're going to be seeing a lot more stolen bags here in the next few innings.
And we will see as Camshaw takes the 1-2 low and away, 2-2 count. Schluter looking in. That one is sent foul. Just above the net. Foul ball is brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. You don't want the crack of the bat to end in the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. Let Midwest Insurance Agency find the right coverage for your vehicles. Kamshoff lifts this one out toward left field. It is down for a hit. Rugby Riken comes in to score. And Lucas Kamshoff with an RBI single, lifting the Bucks to a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of inning number 3. That brings up Matthew Sheldon. He singled in his first at-bat. And Sheldon takes off. The throw down, not in time. It's a stolen base. Excuse me, Kamshoff took off. And there's a stolen base for Lucas Kamshoff as Sheldon is at the plate with a 1-0 count. Schluter checking, delivering. Sheldon lifts this one hard out towards center, giving chase. Henstein won't get to it, hits the warning track, and rolls to the wall. Kamshoff comes around to score. Digging for a third is Sheldon, and as an RBI triple. Yankton leads 4-0 here in the bottom of inning number 3. How many triples have you hit, Tyler?
Actually, I broke my school's record for triples in high school, so I hit 7. So.
Wow. See, I was setting it up for kind of like, just like the haha joke, but you proved me wrong.
No, we have a huge right center gap. It's like 375 to the gap, so we have all these lefties who just hit triples. Like I broke it, and then the year after me, a lefty broke it, and then 2 years later, my brother broke it. So, I mean. I had it, but not super great.
And Drew Riken grounds out to second. It'll be a fielder's choice RBI as Sheldon comes in to score. So Drew Riken brings in another run. And Yankton now leads 5-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 1 out. So they just call that gap like the Kojal gap? Or?
No, I mean, we really, I guess we didn't really have a name for it. But, you just hit it to that gap, and you're like, well, I got to get to third base because that's not going over the fence.
Just a giant alley.
Yep. And then of course, left field's like normal. So guys are hitting bombs, and you hit one 10 feet farther, and it's not even coming close.
Sure. And Cottle swings through the second pitch, 0-2 now as he took the first one for a strike. Cottle grounded out too short in his first at-bat. Takes the pitch high. I was saying Cottle, my bad. McCorkle, and he actually singled his first at-bat. I apologize. Looking one too many down on my score sheet here. Is Jason McCorkle rips this one foul. And if there wasn't a fence up in the new Yankton bullpen area, if there was someone warming up, that could have hit them. That was a straight shot. One of the many renovations done at Riverside Field before the season started. Beautiful baseball park now. It always has been, but it made it even more beautiful. McCorkle swings through and set down on strikes.
Third baseman number 24, Mark Cottle.
Yeah, I really like the stuff they've done, especially in the bullpen. They closed it off here. I mean, brand new dugouts. The spacing is fantastic, and putting in new stands. Field looks really, really nice today.
And curveball hits the outside corner to Cottle, 0-1. One of my favorite things, Tyler, is it's just one of the smaller things, I guess you could say, but it's the fence right in front of the dugout. I guess it's meant for safety, right? But it's also just kind of keeps everyone within a certain area. I'm not so much for Legion or high school seasons with the amount of players. Obviously, when you're talking Mount Marty.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, dude. So everyone knows I did play for Mount Marty, and the dugouts are kind of small here until they moved this fence up this past season. So we are all over the dugout. We're in the dugout, outside the dugout, and so
you guys would be like 5 feet from third.
I mean, it's like you ever seen those old school baseball pictures where people just stood on the field? Like that's basically what we did. So we changed that up, and so that looks really nice now.
Cottle set down on strikes, gets a little ahead of a breaking ball, and Yankton does score 3 runs here in the bottom of inning number 3. That coming on 2 hits. And don't remember if anyone was left on. Tyler, was anyone left on?
I think there was just one runner left.
All right, there we go. I'm keeping my official stats here. But back in a minute here from Riverside Field with the top of inning number 4. Yankton leading 5-0. First round of the South Dakota High School Baseball Association Regionals.
This sports season, keep your athlete hydrated with sparkling ice. Choose from a rainbow of colors and flavors, each sourced from nature with vitamins, antioxidants, and 0 sugar. Sparkling ice, tease your taste buds with tropical flavor. And rehydrate with Prime Hydration, the perfect combination of flavor and function, changing how you refresh, replenish, and refuel. With 5 awesome flavors and no added sugar, you're getting the taste you want without anything you don't. Prime Hydration, the perfect boost for every endeavor.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
Kyle Schluter at the plate for Rapid City Central in the 0-2 count. His first at bat, he lined out to Lucas Kamshoff at short. And this time, he sends it out towards shallow right, and it is gloved. Matthew Sheldon comes in for it. That's 1 away. All right, Tyler Kojal, I'm going to ask you for an out-of-town scoreboard update, which is brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Doors, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized Clopay dealer. What do you have for us?
Well, first off, we had a 10 o'clock game today. Brandon Valley won 8-1. Tate Ivers with 11 strikeouts in that one. He was dealing. Right now in Pierre, Lincoln leads Brookings 1-0 in the top of the third. 0-0 here on Harrisburg. One that's really kind of a shocker there in Harrisburg to get things started. So that's in the third inning. And then Roosevelt, Washington coming up in a few minutes. That should be a big one. We should expect Notre Dame commit Jack Riddell to be on the mound for Roosevelt. So that could be a tough one for one of the top teams in the state in Washington.
Thank you. Yeah, regional's always exciting. Very exciting to keep track of that. And the 1-2 is caught the corner, and that's a strikeout as Jace Thompson, during the update, took the batter's box, and he set down on strikes. 5th strikeout of the game for Skelhaus. That brings up Riley Palmer, first baseman for Rapid City. He lifts this one foul. Hopefully not into a windshield. Again, you don't want the crack of the bat to end in the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. Let Midwest Insurance find the right coverage for your vehicles. Next one also sent foul. 0-2 count. Two away. Top of inning number 4. Skelhaus delivers. And ball is sent foul next to the bullpen down the right field line. Count remains. And chopper foul again. Skelhaus working pretty quickly on the tempo. That's the thing about all the Yankton pitchers, Tyler, I've noticed this season. They all have an up-tempo speed.
Yeah, they're probably watching a lot of those, MLB games.
And set down on strikes is Palmer. Back-to-back strikeouts for Skelhaus. 1, 2, 3, go the Cobblers. Bottom half of inning number 4. Around the corner, Yankton leading 5-0. We'll be back in 1 minute.
At Ladwig Family Dental Care, we see patients from 1 to 101. Come experience our gentle touch while you relax in our massage chairs and watch TV. Patients are loving our new digital scanner. No more ooey gooey gaggy impressions.
We'd love to meet you, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 665-2530 to make an appointment. Ladwig Family Dental Care, where we take care of the entire family.
Looking left the entire way. Feed route wide open. Carter Bell. Touchdown. South Dakota. And the Coyotes extend the lead.
Be a part of the fun inside the Dakota Dome this fall. South Dakota football season tickets are available now. The Coyotes' 6-game home schedule opens September 9th against St. Thomas and includes games against rivals South Dakota State and North Dakota. Season ticket packages are the best value and are available at goyotes.com. We are South Dakota.
Bryce Ladwig alongside Tyler Kogel here at Riverside Field. First round of the South Dakota High School Class A playoffs. And at bat now for Yankton, Luke Bernardo. Ground out to the pitcher, his first at-bat. And just nicks this one as it goes into the catcher's glove. Brings it out to 0-1 now. And Schluter checks and delivers. And breaking ball swung under is Bernardo, 0-2. Very light breeze coming in. I can never tell with the flag, Tyler, if it's coming in from center or heading out.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's a clear background, so it is kind of you're sitting there. You're like, ah.
It's like an illusion. That's the word. It's like an illusion. I can't tell. But the flag is moving somewhere out there as Bernardo set down on strikes.
Yeah, and we're playing on turf, so it's not like you can pick up any grass either and, toss it up. It's just, you're just.
The little beads.
Yeah, you just got to know.
Josh Sheldon also grounded to the pitcher. His first at-bat. He steps to the plate. Yeah, this one fouled back into the netting, 0-1. Following this game, the number 7 seed Sturgis taking on number 10 Sioux Falls at Jefferson. That should be a really good game to watch. As Sheldon lifts this one out towards center, it is down for a hit. As Sheldon has a base knock here for Yankton. Perfectly placed single there. And that brings us to the top of the order. Mac Ryken flew out to right field both times so far today. I was saying about that game, you can catch that on KYNTV. Probably not a lot of commentary, but video will be there and some crowd noise. Keep track of that matchup. So tell your friends. Also check out Digital Z on Twitter. Digital Z Sports, right, Tyler?
Yeah, at Digital ZSD is where you can find all of our South Dakota stuff.
Yep, and check out the out-of-town scoreboards, and also listen, obviously, on this broadcast as well. But if you forget, as Sheldon takes off for second, and the ball is low anyway. 2-0 count to Mac Ryken at the plate. So Yankton has runner in scoring position, one away, bottom of inning number 4, leading Central 5-0. Schluter delivers. Mac Ryken just in front of it and just tipped it foul. Makes it out 2-1. The 2-1 swinging through is Mac Ryken. He's got a 2-2. You know, all considering, Schluter's done a pretty good job on the mound today for Central. He just had some defensive stuff happen behind him and stuff like that. Just sneaks through as a base hit up the middle for Mac Ryken. Will score. Josh Sheldon is around for second, around third, and home. An RBI single for Mac Ryken right up the middle. Now I'll bring up Rugby Ryken. And taking off is Mac Ryken for a second. Another stolen base.
Mac Ryken still second.
And 1-0 count to Rugby behind the plate, or at the plate. Shooter checking the runner. Ball low and away. He's got 2-0. Taking off is McReck, and that's a hopper up the middle. It is gloved over by Buckley. The throw over is in time, but the relay home not in time as McReck comes around to score using his wheels. So that is I think they scored that a fielder's choice ground. Let me see. Well, official scorebook says that Rugby just singled, and that is not the case. But wait for them to fix the scorebook here. An RBI does come in. Yankton with a 7-0 lead here in the bottom of inning number 4. Brings up Lucas Kamshoff. Kamshoff with a hard cut. He's got to 1-1. And it's a one-hopper just inside the third base bag. Kamshoff rounds first. He's digging for 2. Stand-up double for Lucas Kamshoff.
Kamshoff on the double to the left. Bringing up the right fielder, number 18, Matthew Sheldon.
So Matthew Sheldon at the plate now. Schluter checks in. Schluter 74 pitches so far today. Kamshoff stealing third, no throw. Rapid City just wants to focus on Sheldon at the plate. And a breaking ball in there for a strike, 1-2. And swinging through is Matthew Sheldon. He's set down on strikes, but Yankton does strike again, now leading 7-0, entering the top of inning number 5 in the first round of the Class A Regionals here from Riverside Field. Back in 1 minute.
I'm Lenny, and I've worked at Hedro since 2013. Some say hydro, but it's Hedro. Simply put, we bring aluminum to life by shaping it into the things the world needs. We're global and in over 40 countries. There are 23 plant locations in the U.S., and Yankton is the second largest. This means a career at Hedro is strong and promising, with a great chance to move up or move around. Be a part of a bigger story, a story shaped by you. Jobs.hedro.com.
Do you really think it's a good idea to buy insurance off the internet? After all, it is insurance. It's not a commodity like a toaster. It's a contract to protect what you value most: your home, your car, your business, your health, and even your life. You need a professional, in-person agent to make sure you have the right coverage to fit your family's needs. Schedule an appointment with us today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
What a throw for Lucas Kamshoff over at short as Brody Matthews grounds out.
Good play by Kamshoff to retire Matthews, ground number 1.
And that brings up
number 11, Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard. Grounded out to second base, his first at-bat. We're here in the top of inning number 5. Yankton with a 7-0 lead over Central. First pitch to Howard, swings through for a strike, 0-1. And 2 pitches, 2 strikes, same deal, swings through. Howard does, just under at that time, 0-2. And off-speed pitch just misses the outside edge. Brings the count to 1-2. Fastball hits the outside corner, and that is another punch out for Isaiah Skelhaas as Ryan Howard goes down on strikes. Tyler Henstein flew out to center field his first at bat. Has another chance right here. And lifts this one. Foul territory. 3 Bucks giving chase and dies right in front of the Bucks bullpen. Acts as a long strike, 0-1. And Skelhaus delivers off speed. Bunt is put down. Skelhaus fields right in front of the mound. Throws over, and it is in time. So a 1-3 put out. And no hits, no runs, no one left on here in the top of the 5th. Bottom half coming up. Yankton leading 7-0 here on KYNT, KYNTV, first round of the Class A Regionals.
Buying or selling your home is one of the biggest decisions you may make in your lifetime. I'm Deb Speck with Vision Real Estate, and I'm ready to help guide you with professional advice from before the listing until after the close. Not only will you get real estate knowledge, but also we provide moving boxes and an enclosed courtesy trailer to help make the move just a little easier. Call me today at 664-5555.
And welcome back to Riverside Field-Yankton leading 7-0 here in the first round of the Class A Regionals. As Rapid City is still looking for their first hit, do with that what you will. And Skillhouse doing an excellent job on the mound as Tyler smirks as I say that. And that brings up Drew Reichen for the Yankton Bucks. There's no really great way to say it, okay, Tyler? You know, I'm not even going to say it still, but there's the whole broadcaster jinx and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You still have to let people know what's going on.
See, here's the thing. I was a pitcher, but I don't really like – it's either going to happen or it doesn't, in my opinion. So when people make a big deal out of it, it's like, you know what? He's either going to do it or he's not going to do it. And at the end of the day –
so we're going to meet in the middle and not even say what it is, but keep referring to it as it.
See, there we go. Yeah, I say that I don't care, but then like that's how I respond to it. See, you gotta know how to play it a little bit, I guess.
Drew Reichen has an 0-2 count at the plate. Swings through the second pitch. Was hit by a pitch in the first inning, and then reached on fielder's choice RBI, I should say, in his second at bat, and sends this one foul. Count 0-2.
So I want to give an update real quick here from Sioux Falls. We talked about Notre Dame commit Jack Riddell is going to be on the mound today for Roosevelt. First inning, strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. So looks like Washington's going to have their work cut out for them. They're down 1-0 early.
A lot of good pitching in this class this year as a 1-2 count to Drew Reichen.
Yeah, I really thought so too. When I was going through all the numbers, you know, I thought home runs were down, a little bit hitting was down, but then you start going through some of the pitching talent we have. I mean, Jefferson has 2 kids that are going to go Division I. Cohen Henry's going to South Dakota State, and Kale Mertello, he's going Hawaii to pitch, and he's been lights out for them. So we could see some really good pitching in this regional specifically too.
And the 1-2, this is low and outside. He's got a 2-2. That's why I'm glad you're in the booth today. You know, a lot of these teams, you cover the entire scope of Class A and B, but Class A, and you know a lot of these players. We'll need some previews. It's a hopper foul just to the left of the third base bag. Count still remains 2-2 to Drew Reichen. Schluter sitting at 84 pitches. We have a time called. And the 2-2 in the dirt into the backstop brings the count full. Thanks to Aztec of Yankton was founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. They live their core values every day. Right now, they're offering a healthy sign-on bonus and good wages with great benefits. Build a career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Stop by for a walk-in interview or click careers at aztecindustries.com. As Drew Reichen takes the ball low and is walked, but reaches the bag yet again for Yankton. And that brings up Jace McCorkle, singled and struck out so far in the game, so 1 for 2, or 1 of 2. Yankton with a runner on. And ball misses away. It's 1-0. Schluter checks the runner up first, delivers. Reichen takes off. Ball's low, 2-0, but another stolen base, stand-up stolen base for Drew Reichen. Another runner in scoring position for the Bucks. And McCorkle takes a strike on the outside, 2-1. And it's a hopper over to third. And up with it is Matthews. Rover is not in time. Drew Reichen advances to third. Runners at the corners. First and third for the Bucks. So Easton Nelson comes in as a courtesy runner for the Bucks. And this very well could be the last inning of play in this first round. Isn't that correct, Tyler?
Yep, so we just got confirmation. 15 after 4, 10 after 5. Sometimes some states postseason you can't 10 run, but I don't know. Guess you got to get the trip started if you got to travel a long ways. So.
And Easton Nelson takes off for a second, and the ball gets by the catcher. And so Yankton has 2 runners in scoring position. Still no one out. Bottom of inning number 5. Yankton leading 7-0. We call that an information download. So McCorkle credited with a single earlier, and now it's Cottle at the plate with a 1-0. Ball misses high, 2-0 count. Remind you again that the next game will also be on KYNTV between Sturgis and Sioux Falls at Jefferson. And Tyler and I may pop onto the mic every once in a while, give some updates on the regionals. Won't be a full-on play-by-play, but we'll still have the rest of the production for you. Check out that game. The 3-0 to Cottle. Ball misses high and inside, and the bases are loaded for Yankton. The bases are loaded for Luke Bernardo. Did you ever hit a grand slam, Tyler?
Yeah, so you know how I talked about the triples. I've never hit a
Don't tell
home
me
run.
that you don't have the school record for grand slams.
No, I've never hit a home run.
Okay,
never
okay.
in my whole life. It was always just triple, triple, triple. So
there you go.
That's what we always used to joke. I never hit a home run.
Ball 1-0 to Luke Bernardo. So my only claim to fame in my childhood athletic, conquests. Mm-hmm. One teener tournament. I hit 5 home runs. The only 5 I've ever hit. The only 5 in one tournament, not a game. Let's be clear. A tournament. But the only 5 I ever hit in my life all happened in one tournament.
Yeah, I can never. The only time I came close.
And chopper foul, the 1-1.
I hit that yellow part on the top of the fence after right before I came up, I told one of my buddies, I said, hey, I'm going to hit a home run this at bat. And I take it to the gap, and I hit it off the top of the fence, and it bounced up, and the outfielder caught it and kept it in play. So I never got a home run, but that's okay.
Was that at least one of your triples?
No, so crazy. So the kid thought.
And the ball gets by, and Drew Reichen comes in to score. Yankton leads 8-0. 2 runners still in scoring position. Go ahead, Tyler.
No, so the kid thought that if he caught it off the fence, it was an out. So he stuck up the ball and held it. and I ran all the way around, so we thought I got an inside the park home run. The umpires then reviewed and gave me a double. Our coach argued that I should have got a triple because I would have been the one to break the school record, but they ended up just giving me a double. So it was pretty weird, weird combo.
Luke Bernardo set down on strikes, and that brings up Josh Sheldon. One away in the bottom of inning number 5. Yankton leading 8-0. And the winning run, or what could be the winning run, is on second for the Bucks. Sheldon swings hard through the first one, 0-1. Yeah, I don't think I ever hit like a triple, but I mean maybe like little leagues, right?
Oh yeah.
Like if the ball just kind of gets by an outfielder, that kind of deal. But I don't think at any kind of like higher competitive level I ever did. Probably need some oxygen by the time I round second.
So I'll tell you what, some of those you get, some of them you're like, man, I got to be slow. There's no way I.
Oh, the 0-2. Josh Sheldon sends out to center, and under it is Henstein, but another run will come in for Yankton. So a sac fly RBI for Josh Sheldon as Easton Nelson comes in to score. That brings up Mac Reichen for the 4th time in the game. 2 flyouts to right, and then an RBI single for Mac Reichen as we have a mound visit coming up for Riverside Central as Schluter is at 102 pitches. And mound visits are brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When you're ready for a break and looking for a new direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. Also want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners. That includes Midwest Insurance Agency, a local independent insurance agency offering insurance from a local South Dakota company to Smet Farm Mutual. Midwest Insurance Agency is located just east of the Yankton Bowl. And One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution is located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. Also want to thank Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire because they do more than sell tires. That's Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. The UPS store, to help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs. Even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, and of course, shipping. The UPS store of Yankton across from Walmart. And Yankton Thrive. Yes, there is a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses, from retail to manufacturing, is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. Tyler, it looks like we have a pitching change out here for Rapid City that's brought to you by Conklin Distributing. It's time to rehydrate with Prime Hydration, the perfect combination of flavor and function, changing how you refresh, replenish, and refuel. With 5 awesome flavors and no added sugar, you're getting the taste you want without anything you don't. Prime Hydration, the perfect boost for every endeavor. Do you have a number for me out there, Tyler? Is it 16?
Yeah, 19. There we
19.
go, Washington. Oh, sorry. Yeah, number 19.
And that is Jace Thompson is now the pitcher for Rapid City Central. As Mac Reichen at the plate takes a strike, 0-1. The potential game-winning run on third, it's Mark Cottle. Mac Reichen swings hard through this one. That would be, they have 1-0. I think he should be 0-2, I believe now. And the 0-2. Ball misses on the inside. Ignore your scoreboard on your screen. That is incorrect. It's 1-2. Oh, no, they did correct it. We're good. Mac takes one in the dirt, and the run is coming home. Cottle slides in, and that will do it. Yankton wins 10-0. Only needed 5 innings to do it. That is your final. The 5-run rule is Yankton is moving on to the quarterfinals of the Class A playoffs. Again, your final, Yankton 10, Rapid City Central 0 in the opening round of the Class A playoffs. Tyler, what a game for Yankton. They got off to a quick start, and then just kind of what I said in the pregame, what they needed to do, they did. They just never let up. They just kept on going.
Yeah, like we talked about, they really needed to be aggressive. A lot of stolen bases. I think they figured out as the game went on, they're like, they're not going to be very competitive on the base pass, so we need to be aggressive. So I think that was really crucial. And I think tough matchup if they get Jefferson again, who's beaten them a couple times. I think they got to keep that aggressiveness. And again, Sturgis, they've won some games this year. They got some good hitters. Anything can happen. So I think that Yankton just needs to stay aggressive as the day moves on.
And that pass ball and the score is the move of the game, brought to you by Mason Strom with the Move Group. Make the move with Mason. We'll take a break here and come back with the Yankton Rexall post-game show from Riverside Field-Yankton Bucks Playoff Baseball, KYNT, KYNTV.
Exciting news, Yankton area. Amazon Delivery is hiring. Amazon Delivery is searching for drivers to deliver packages in the Yankton area. You must be 18 years or older with a valid driver's license and pass an Amazon background check. Work for a company with competitive pay, flexible scheduling, and job security. If you are interested in becoming an Amazon Delivery driver, please contact Yankton Computer at 605-664-2222 to find out more and to fill out an application today.
Want to keep Yankton local businesses thriving? Buy Yankton Thrive Bucks gift cards. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. Our Thrive Bucks gift cards are great for any occasion, and they make sure your dollars are being spent here in Yankton. The gift cards are sponsored by Kopetsky's Ace, but you can use them at 30 different locations here in Yankton. And they come in a variety of amounts, from $5 to $500. See the list of locations and buy them online at yanktonsd.com or stop by the Yankton Thrive office.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Vision Care Associates provides the latest in technology. Optimap Laser Imaging. Optimap allows for a great exam of your eyes without dilating drops. Our doctors are able to show you what the actual inside of your eye looks like during your exam. Having images of your eyes each year means that problems are caught early, and no dilating drops is a big benefit as well.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose, the sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. This is Michael with Yankton Rexall. When you feel under the weather, you want relief. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with daily medications you're taking. At Yankton Rexall, our staff is here to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, located in the Meridian District.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh combines the speedy service of a convenience store with the surprising selection of the fresh foods and ready-to-eat meals you expect from Hy-Vee. While you fill up your gas tank, you can grab grocery staples including fresh produce and fresh bakery items too, or grab fresh meals or snacks. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
Gift cards are great things to give as gifts. But when someone tells you you need to use a gift card to pay for something you owe, like utilities, taxes, and other fees, red flags should go off, and it should cause you to stop and think. Most legitimate companies will never tell you to pay with a gift card. Before you go to purchase these gift cards, please call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 and let them check things out for you, so you're not out of your hard-earned money.
Truxedo, a real truck company, has new job opportunities for you. We are searching for motivated candidates to fill a variety of roles, including production assemblers on our Wednesday and weekend shifts, as well as an industrial engineer and mechanical engineer. Truxedo offers a positive and team-oriented environment with many perks and benefits. Come seek the new opportunities Truxedo has for you. Visit truxedo.com/careers to apply. And welcome to the Yankton Rexall post-game show. It's time for our post-game coach interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. It's Rhonda Westland State Farm. Being joined by Coach Drew Lawrence. Coach, congratulations. First-round victory of the Class A playoffs. And I was talking in the pregame with Tyler just about kind of, the vision of the game or whatever, but get off to an early start and just keep on moving. That's exactly what happened. A 10-run rule in the 5th. The offense was intact, and defense, a nice job. Skelhaus on the mound. Go ahead and start there.
Yeah, I mean, Isaiah throwing a perfect game is pretty cool. And that doesn't happen a lot, especially since he just had his graduation party last night and his entire family, extended family's in town. So it's pretty cool that they got to see all that. So, yeah, Isaiah went out there and did a really good job through strikes. A lot of strikeouts, I assume. It was hard to keep track of. He was doing so clean. But he did great, and so I'm proud of him. He works hard in everything. He works hard in baseball and basketball and everything he does. So I'm proud of him.
Yeah, and he had 7 strikeouts.
Yep.
I was looking for that. Sorry. Yeah, so 7 strikeouts. Excellent job on the mound. Another pitcher for you that just has kind of a higher tempo. They just kind of get the line moving, and it's exactly what he did. Good defense behind him today as well.
Yeah, our defense did a really good job, which is what we need to do in order to win games. I know we won that game 10-0, but that's not usually our MO. We're not going to come out here and probably blow anybody out. And we like tight games. We've played a lot of them, so we're used to it. So our defense and pitching have to be, pretty good for us to win, and so far this year it has, and hopefully that continues.
Sturgis and Sioux Falls Jefferson, we were talking in the pregame interview with Coach about how you're hopeful that Yankton would be in this position, first of all, to watch this game and preview one of these 2 next teams that you'll face in the regional championship early this evening. Is kind of what are some things you're looking at in this next game?
Well, we're very familiar with Jefferson, so I'm not really looking at them. I know what they're able to do. With Sturgis, we don't know them very well, so we're going to watch pretty closely and see what they got. But, for us, the state tournament starts right now. So, it's not very common that there's a 4-team state tournament, right? That's how we've always done it for high school. But we're one of 8 teams left to us, the state tournaments now. So, regardless if it's Sturgis or if it's Jefferson, it's going to be a pretty tightly contested game, and we're going to have to go out there and we're going to have to do a lot of things right. And like I have said many times before, the game of baseball is funny. It doesn't matter if written down on paper that you're the highest seed and you're supposed to win. It doesn't matter. So we're going to have to go out there and play, and hopefully things go our way.
Well, Coach, congratulations. We'll talk to you after that game, win or lose, here tonight.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, that's Coach Drew Lawrence joining us. Always appreciate his time, and congratulations to him and the Yankton Bucks. Looking forward to what should be a great game, whether it's Sturgis or Sioux Falls Jefferson later tonight. We'll come back on the Yankton Rexall postgame show.
There are a lot of benefits for your small business when you have a relationship with your locally owned and operated The UPS Store. I'm Doug Frederick, manager of the UPS Store of Yankton. Not only do we provide excellent customer service, but we also provide the necessary tools to help your small business thrive. We can help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, every ing for your small business, and of course, shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart.
First Dakota National Bank has been paving financial futures since 1872, but when it comes to supporting a community, it takes more than experience. Financial planning takes a personal touch, which is why we offer a wide range of customizable options for personal, business, and ag banking. We've been doing banking longer than anyone else, but we're first because our goals have never changed. Helping local communities plan and reach their financial success has and always will be what we're here for. Member FDIC.
Moms, we know the responsibilities you face keeping yourself and your family healthy. At Yankton Medical Clinic, they help complete the medical puzzle for you and your loved ones. Working together with continuity and complete care, you can rest assured their knowledge of your family's health history will provide you constant peace of mind. After all, there is simply no replacement for the doctors and medical teams who really know you. Yankton Medical Clinic, so much care, so close to home.
FNBO free checking is checking that's actually free. No fees or minimums, and now no overdraft fees. It's ever so personal, with people to help every step of the way. And easy, with a mobile app that allows you to deposit checks and manage your account wherever you are. So make the switch so you can do more with the Great Big Small Bank. Visit FNBO.com to learn more or stop on by. FNBO free checking. It's ever so free. Member FDIC.
Hello. Here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Make sure your grass is always greener with a new John Deere mower from your local C&B. Big or small, let the experts at C&B help you find the mower or utility tractor that'll help you get the job done right. Stop in and check out the John Deere Z-Track mowers or take a load off with a new utility tractor with attachments available to help you with projects of all sizes. Go green this spring at C&B. Learn more about available offers at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER Equipment.com.
When I'm searching for adventure, I find it on the range. Archery challenges me to be curious, see opportunity, and welcome big challenges. It teaches me to focus and never quit until the last arrow hits. Archery allows me to show my spirit at Mount Marty University. How do you show your adventurous side? Schedule your campus visit to Mount Marty University at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please pull forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411 today to learn more.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
And welcome back to the Yankton Rexall post-game show. This is Bryce Ladwig, Yankton victorious 10-0, round one of the Class A playoffs. Let's jump into your stats review, and that is brought to you by Culligan. Rent a Culligan water system for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. To schedule your free in-home water test and consultation, visit CulliganYankton.com. And go ahead and start with Rapid City Central. No hits, because it was, by all technicality, a perfect game for Isaiah Skelhaas. It's one of those that, did it go 7 innings? No, but it's still one heck of a performance and a perfect game in the scorebook for Isaiah Skelhaas. Congratulations to him. You heard Coach Drew Lawrence say his extended family is even in town, and just really nice to have so many people see that and on such a big stage as the Class A playoffs. 7 strikeouts for him in the game, a total of 52 pitches. 41 of them strikes. Very impressive from Isaiah Skelhaas. And then as far as hitting RBIs, went to Mac Reichen. He was 1 of 3 at the plate. And Rugby Reichen with an RBI. And Lucas Kamshoff, an RBI, 2 of 3 at the plate. Matthew Sheldon with an RBI, 2 of 3 at the plate. Drew Reichen with an RBI. Also scored a run for Yankton. Jace McCorkle, 1 RBI, 2 of 3 at the plate. And Josh Sheldon, 1 RBI, 1 of 2 at the plate. Total of 8 hits for Yankton, 7 RBIs, 3 walks drawn, and, of course, 10 runs in total. Our defensive player of the game, well, I think you might know who it will be. To be Isaiah Skelhaas with the perfect game thrown for Yankton. And then that is brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Congratulations to Isaiah Skelhaas. And his entire performance is your move of the game, brought to you by Mason Strom with the Move Group. And then our offensive player of the game, brought to you by Hy-Vee, was a helpful smile in every aisle. I'm going to give it to Matthew Sheldon, 2 for 3 on the day in RBI, and one of his hits was just a bomb out to center field area. And a lot of bucks could be chosen for offensive player, a lot of similar stats, but he had the prettiest one. So he'll be our offensive player of the game today. And, of course, our out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized Clopay dealer. Only one final so far today, and that's Brandon Valley, the 5th seed, defeating 12 seed Sioux Falls O'Gorman 8-1 in the first round. And when Tyler and I come back on mic during the Sturgis and Sioux Falls Jefferson game, we'll give some updates throughout the game. As I said before, that game will be on KYNTV and being fully streamed right there for you. Also on the Yankton Baseball Association YouTube page as well. Won't have play-by-play commentary, but we'll come on the mic, as I said, and give some updates on the regional tournament throughout that entire game. And putting him on the spot, I don't know if he has access to his headset. Yes, he does as I reach over. But, Tyler, any final thoughts from that opening game we just saw?
You know, like I said, obviously Shahas, he did incredible. But like I said, Yankton's got to keep up the aggressiveness. You know, they faced Jefferson a lot. And I think not necessarily their runs are going to be hard to come by, but if they do face the Cavs again, they're going to have some good pitching lined up. And, you know, Sturgis has some hitters, so we could see some crazy stuff game 2, game 3. But I think if Yankton keeps with the aggressiveness, they did things really, really well in that game defensively. So, you know, anything can happen, but I think Yankton's put themselves in a good spot.
Yes, and the game ended early, so I don't have a lot of time to thank all of our sportscaster partners, so I'm going to run through a lot of them here, all very important to this broadcast, including Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit northtownusa.com. Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer, with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmans ready to get you in the field, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports is a proud supporter of all area students and athletes. And Floor Tech. Whether your home or floor is wet, call Floor Tech, 665-4839. Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton sports. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. State Farm, Roy Wilcox. Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance has been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they'll help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. That's Roy Wilcox State Farm, proud supporter of the Yankton Bucks. And Pizza Ranch. For legendary chicken and the best pizza, it's Yankton Pizza Ranch. It's on Broadway, or you can call 665-1222. We'll take one final break and come back and wrap things up here from Riverside Field. This is the Yankton Rexall postgame show. Yankton was victorious 10-0 in the opening round over Rapid City Central.
Do you really think it's a good idea to buy insurance off the internet? After all, it is insurance. It's not a commodity like a toaster. It's a contract to protect what you value most: your home, your car, your business, your health, and even your life. You need a professional, in-person agent to make sure you have the right coverage to fit your family's needs. Schedule an appointment with us today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Doctors Feeser, Slowey, and DeYoung are experts in prescribing eye drops that can replace reading glasses. These drops are a new technology that can change the size of your pupil for improved reading. They're convenient for anyone who wants freedom from reading glasses. Our doctors even use them. Call Vision Care Associates and schedule an appointment to see if this new technology is right for you.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose, the sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. This is Michael with Yankton Rexall. When you feel under the weather, you want relief, but but there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with daily medications you're taking. At Yankton Rexall, our staff is here to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, located in the Meridian District.
Truxedo, a real truck company, has new job opportunities for you. We are searching for motivated candidates to fill a variety of roles, including production assemblers on our Wednesday and weekend shifts, as well as an industrial engineer and mechanical engineer. Truxedo offers a positive and team-oriented environment with many perks and benefits. Come seek the new opportunities Truxedo has for you. Visit truxedo.com/careers to apply. And welcome back to the Yankton Rexall post-game show. Yankton victorious in the opening round of the Class A playoffs, 10-0 victory over Rapid City Central. It will now await the winner of our next game here at Riverside Field between 10th seed Sioux Falls Jefferson, very dangerous, and 7th seed Sturgis. That should be an excellent matchup. Tyler Kogel and myself will not be doing play-by-play of that game, but we will drop in, do some updates on the tournament, maybe some light commentary. As I smelled some hot dogs earlier, so I think that's going to be my main mission in life for the next couple hours. But I am definitely going to be doing exactly what Coach Drew Lawrence and the Yankton Bucks are doing as well, and that's kind of scouting Sturgis in case they win that game, as well as just kind of refreshing on Sioux Falls Jefferson. If I remember anything from the doubleheader here earlier in the year, they have a lot of power and those bats and some power arms. That is all something to keep track of. And I keep doing this to him, but Tyler, I'm going to bring you in on the spot real quick. As we mentioned earlier, but I think it's just really true, Sioux Falls Jefferson is the exact reason why you can't just look at a seed of a team.
No, yeah, so, they're one of those teams. They didn't start off the year very good. They were preseason ranked number 1. They lost quite a few games, but I think they've really started to bounce back. And you know what? They've really matched up well against Yankton so far. And I think if you're the Cavs, they can't look past Owen Cass and Sturgis here, but if this is where they want to be, and I know this is where Yankton wants to be, and so we could see a really good matchup if those two teams are playing there in the regional final.
And Drew Reichen will almost certainly have the ball for Yankton in that regional final. It should be an excellent matchup. And we didn't really get a chance to do a block of the game, as Jason McCorkle really just caught a great game with Isaiah Skelhaus on the mound, but that would be brought to you by H&R Block. Open year-round, providing bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. Also want to thank Yankton Computer Network Services for your complete personal and business computer solutions. Rely on Yankton Computer Network Services. Wishing the best of luck to the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles this season. Gazelle softball still underway as well. And the Fox Stop. For all your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop. Buell's Cleaners for rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services. Go to Buell's in downtown Yankton and SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab. And that is the sponsor of the Coach's Corner Saturday mornings, this morning actually. So make sure you go back on YouTube and watch that in your free time. As I caught up, but not just with Coach Drew Lawrence of Yankton Baseball, but Coach Jill Muth, Coach Jeff Gross, Coach Ryan Haig of the other Yankton High School athletics as well. And SWAT Chiropractic Rehab, the go-to place for specialized wellness and therapy. And if you're heading out to the ballpark today, first of all, do so. It's a beautiful day here in Yankton, and for baseball, very gentle wind. And now I'm looking at the flag, Tyler, and it's not even moving, so the illusion is even different now. It's a perfect day for baseball, but make sure that you're careful where you park because you don't want the crack of the bat to end in the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. Let Midwest Insurance find the right coverage for your vehicles. Housekeeping taken care of, Tyler.
Yeah, one final update here. So we had a 1-0 game in Harrisburg going into the top of the 7th. I tweeted out, I said, Huron's got one last chance, and Hofer for Huron just hit a home run to tie it. So, one of the best teams in the state, they're getting threatened right now at their home field, 1-1. So we'll be back game 2, give you guys some more updates.
All right, and thank you to Tyler. As he said, we'll be back, and just the probably fourth reminder, but you can never have too many reminders. We are live streaming the game on KYNTV between Sturgis and Sioux Falls Jefferson. And we'll have your video for you, some crowd mic action, and we'll pop on the mics every once in a while and give you some updates on the rest of the Class A regional tournament. Yankton victorious over Rapid City Central 10-0. We'll have the winner of Sturgis and Sioux Falls Jefferson at 5 o'clock tonight at Riverside Field. This has been Yankton Baseball. Thanks for tuning in on KYNT and KYNTV. I'm Bryce Ladwig for Tyler Kojal. We'll see you later this evening from Riverside Field.
Thank you for listening to KYNT or watching on KYNTV. Remember, you can re-listen or re-watch this broadcast in its entirety by visiting KYNT's YouTube page or by visiting the free Roku and Apple TV app on your smart TV.
FM 1021 and AM 1450. KYNT, Yankton.
From ABC.